Hi guys, so today I am going to be trying out this new paper. This is by Koala and it's sublimation sticker paper. I thought I would try something new and see if I'm able to make my own UV DTF style, kind of like the ones I use here on this cup, but make my own since my daughter wants a design that I don't have a cup wrap for. I thought I would try making my own and seeing if this is a good find or a complete flop. So I guess we shall find out. So this packet does come in 8.5 by 11, and does it say how many sheets? I thought it said in here. Let's see. I don't know exactly how many sheets, but it just gives you instructions on the back on how to use it, and it even has the pictures here. Reminding you to mirror your design. You definitely have to run it through the heat press off after. It tells you about removing the sublimation paper, cutting it. I'll probably do this by hand. And, sorry for the glare, peeling it off and putting it in a cup. So we shall see how that turns out. And I could have sworn this was 25 sheets, but it doesn't say it. But from when I bought it on Amazon, I remember seeing 25. So I took one sheet out, and as you can see, it is very shiny on this side and matte on the opposite side. So we will be printing on this shiny side here, and it just looks like regular. If you've ever used sticker paper before, it looks like regular sticker paper, just maybe a tiny bit shinier. The thickness is decent, so I will be printing on my Epson and show you what the print looks like. So I just want to correct what I said earlier. We are going to be printing on the A-Sub sublimation paper, and that is a design or designs, and we are not going to be printing on the Koala sticker paper. We're going to sublimate, print here, and sublimate on there. So just to clarify that. Okay, I just want to show you again what I am printing here. And you want to make sure that you invert your items. Invert them so that they'll sublimate and print correctly. And as you can see here, I am using Adobe InDesign for my layout. That's just my preference. And let me show you the printer in just a moment. I'm printing on an Epson EcoTank, and this is a ET2850 that I converted into a sublimation printer. Excuse the mess, but I have my regular printer there. And here's the sublimation printer. And as you can see, it is printing out. And if you remember, just keep in mind that when sublimation prints, the color is dull and the color is bright as you heat it up when you press it. So just keep that in mind if you haven't done it before, that it may look dull in color. Okay, here is our sublimation print. I thought it came out pretty good, and the files came out pretty clear. I printed just on photo paper settings with best quality. And let's see if I can just kind of zoom in here for you to see they came out pretty good. And what we'll do next is sublimate onto the Koala sticker sublimation paper. And this is my first time doing it, so bear with me. We'll see if this is going to be a good thing or a complete flop. We'll find out together. Okay, so the next step is to adhere the sublimation print with the heat resistant tape onto the shiny side of the sticker paper. Okay, so I got my heat press. According to the directions, it says 370 degrees for 40 seconds. It's gone up a little bit, but I've got ahead and put my paper here with the heat tape, and I'm just using an old recycled piece of this butcher paper that I've used before. I like to use things more than once, a couple of times. And I'm just gonna go ahead and press it down for the 40 seconds. So let's go. Okay, so here it goes. We're gonna take this off. That's what it looks like so far. You can see most of the ink came off there. And although it's doing this really, oh my gosh, it's doing a whole curling effect here. But you could see what it looks like. I would say the color is okay. It's not bad, but I've seen better. Let me know what you think. That's what I got there so far. So I don't know if it's because I left it in longer. Like here in this area, it's pretty smooth. But in other areas like here, you could definitely feel texture. And here, it's not as crisp and clear as, say, this area. So I might have left it in a little too long. I would have to do another one and experiment. And it's also curling. So I'm gonna cut these out and then we'll see how they adhere. All right, so here I've gone ahead and I've cut them out. As you can see, they're very translucent. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a few and put them on this blue cup that I have here, and we'll see how it comes out. So here's the first one. It looks okay, although I can feel the texture. So I'm gonna have to do a wet test on this and see how it does underwater. And once you put the sticker on, let's see, will I still be able to get it off? Sorry, it's hard to do this with one hand. Once it's on, I think I was worried about this coming off because it's for kids. But, okay, so I was able to lift it, but it wasn't easy. Once so for kids, I would say they probably could lift it, but more than likely not. As you saw, it took me a while to try to, like here, I'm scratching it and nothing's lifting. The ink is staying the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and try these with a few more. And under this light, it does look okay. Granted, the cup is blue, so we'll see. So first of all, they definitely curl up, and I think I might have pressed it a little too long where it feels texturized. But here's the first one. I think in this light, he looks okay, but up close and personal, I don't really like it. And then it definitely can peel off, and you can see how translucent that is. So on a clear cup, it would look translucent. Luckily, this is a blue cup, so it'll work. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable selling these, I'll just say like that. A UV DTF like that one over there is much more vibrant, and you could feel it. This is different. So just showing you. Okay, so here are the finished products. The Bluey cup, it's very cute. And I will say the stickers are forgiving. Once you put them on, you still are able to peel them and adjust them if necessary. So this is not something that would be very durable or last like a UV DTF. But this will do for now for what I need it for. I also ended up doing some keychains. Because you were able to peel them off, I will probably use some resin to fully seal them in and maybe use some glitter. Same thing with these and these. They are cute though, but just not what I thought it would be. Like a UV DTF where you can't take it off. And this one, you could see here the quality is not good. And I didn't want to just waste it, so I took the label off of my acrylic markers and decided to just put it on here. So I will more than likely buy a UV DTF for this for a cup because that's what it's supposed to be for. And I want it to come out better and the better quality, like the UV DTF. So, I mean, if you're looking for something that's not going to be fully permanent, that you want to dress up, this works. But for something that you're doing as business or that you want to resell, I definitely would not use these unless you're going to seal them with something. And even then, you don't need to do this whole process for that. You can always do a different kind of printout where you don't have to sublimate for something like a keychain. So that is my honest review on this. Here's an example of a UV DTF keychain. Very different quality, smooth. You can't remove these. They're more permanent as compared to something like that can be lifted up again. Big difference. If you look at it in the light, you can see how it shines nicely. And these, not so much. Not so much. And they feel a little rough to the touch. So I did possibly overheat them. Either way, for the simple fact that you can still peel these off and they're very translucent when putting them on. It's not something that I would really want to use again. So just wanted to give one last comparison so that you can see the difference. Granted, this is on glass and these are not, but if these were on glass, I feel like they would be very, very translucent. So I would not want to use these on glass. Henceforth, why I put that on there, because that was supposed to be on glass. And if you put it on glass, I don't think it would look as nice. So here's just another comparison. This looks much more professional and better. So yeah. If you have used these before and it's worked out for you, or you know a better way of doing this process, please comment and let me know. Other than that, I will more than likely not be using this product again. And so, but at least I tried it, and there it is. It would be, I wouldn't say it's a major flop, but it's definitely a thumbs down and a flop for me overall.